Time for buy, sell, hold. Heading into week 4, got a handful of names, guys, that we have to go through. So, Pete, want to start with you and Malik Nabers, 19 fantasy points per game, wide receiver 1 after 3 weeks. What are you doing? Buy, sell, or hold on Malik Nabers?
I write a weekly recap column for Fantasy Life called the Pete's Pick 6 column. It goes live on Sunday nights. So naturally, I was writing about Malik Nabers after his game on Sunday. And I wrote specifically about this. And I said, quote unquote, you do not sell Malik Nabers. You hold on tight and enjoy the goddamn ride. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say goddamn or not, but it feels applicable when talking about how good Malik Nabers is. You do not trade him.
Yeah, and if you're not allowed to say it, right, you said it twice, so it's great. Like, just as long as you do it double time, it works. I would say this: if you are in dynasty formats, I know we don't talk a lot about it, we should more, but if you're in dynasty formats, you are thanking your lucky stars you got a Malik Nabers, because if he's doing this with Daniel Jones, imagine what he's going to do with Shedeur Sanders when they get him in the draft, or whomever else they get, Cam Ward. It's going to be somebody else. It's not going to be Daniel Jones for his career. This is going to be someone who knows how to throw a deep ball and complete it on a regular basis. We haven't even unlocked the deep ball potential of Malik Nabers yet. That's where he gets super special. Like it's big buy for Malik Nabers right now.
There we go. All right, Pete, next guy up got to talk about is Rome Odunze. I'm excited that we get to talk about him right now. 20.4 fantasy points, scored his first touchdown against the Colts. What are you doing? Buy, sell, hold here on Rome.
Yeah, Rome is a hold for me. It's awesome to see him have this game in his bag. There's always this kind of tightrope walk at the beginning of the year with these rookies. We're just trying to find out, are they good? We had lots of indications that Rome Odunze was good, as his prospect indicated, but sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes these guys flop. So seeing him do this was really encouraging. The cold water on it is Keenan Allen wasn't in the lineup. And when he comes, he's going to continue to hog targets. So don't expect this every week, but a really, really encouraging sign. You hold Rome Odunze.
I definitely agree that you hold Rome Odunze, and the one reason I believe you hold Rome Odunze is because I don't think he was the benefactor of Keenan Allen being out. I think Cole Kmet was the benefactor of Keenan Allen being out. I think this is what we're going to see out of a 3 wide receiver set is Odunze, Moore, and Keenan Allen getting somewhere close to 10 targets a game. All 3 of them having the opportunity to have a fantastic game. It just all depends on who's able to get into the end zone. And I like that for Odunze because I think he has a little bit more of that magic in the end zone than maybe even like a Moore has. And Keenan Allen's always been more of kind of like a possession guy for me. So I definitely am holding on Odunze right now.
You guys know me. I have too much Rome Odunze to sell, so I'm going to hold with you guys. Aaron Jones is the next one, Pete. Season high, 23.3 fantasy points going up against the Texans. Buy, sell, hold for Jones.
Definitely holding here. You can look at our new utilization score metric up on Fantasy Life. He has a top 10 score among all running backs. He's up there with the Bijans of the world, the Kyren Williams. So things are looking really good for Aaron Jones. And this team is just good. You want to have exposure to this team. Sam Darnold is playing well. Aaron Jones being the lead back in an offense that's going to score a ton of points, that has really good coaching. And this is before we get the insertion of TJ Hawkinson, of Jordan Addison. Yeah. This is going to be a tough team to beat. I want the lead back on that team. I'm holding.
Yeah, I think I'm going to sell right now. I'm going to sell, and not because of anything Jones does, but because of what was just said. They have some real heavy hitters coming back. And when they're back, what is it going to look like? Will people all of a sudden think that this is Sam Darnold's doing, and that Sam Darnold is the guy that we should put all of the chips, behind? I'm not sure, but I know right now there are people out there that are starving for fantasy value at running back. You might be able to get a high-level wide receiver 1 to bring in for Aaron Jones right now. That might be the way to go.
Hey, I'll sell you. I want to buy Aaron Jones. Gene, I will give you all of my Chase Brown shares, and I feel like we can call it even there. I'll give you Chase Brown. You can give me Aaron Jones, and we'll be good to go. Right? Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I like it.
All right, let's go J.K. Dobbins here, Pete. Season low, 44 yards. You saw 6.9 fantasy points against the Steelers. Are you buying, selling, or holding J.K. Dobbins?
This is a perfect buying opportunity spot. This is where you buy because the matchup was tough. The box score production was down, but the usage was up. They have almost fully phased Gus Edwards out of this offense. The only concern around J.K. Dobbins at this point is his health. And that's been his concern when people weren't drafting him high. It's the concern now. But as long as he is healthy, he is a smash. And if you can get people who are a little spooked by, oh, he came back down to earth and this is going to be the reality, I think you go buy J.K. Dobbins after this tough rushing matchup versus the Steelers.
Hey, hear me out here. This is a great time to buy Gus Edwards. Get him right now. People are like, oh, he's never going to play. He's never going to play. And then J.K. Dobbins gets hurt, and all of a sudden you're on the Gus bus right now. I say this is definitely a hold for J.K. Dobbins. I'm not fazed by him and this game that he had against the Steelers because the Steelers defense is really, really good. Like, they're super good. And you know what? Not everybody's able to get off against the Steelers, especially if the offense is humming like it was humming over there with wink, wink, smile, smile. Who was that quarterback right there? I'm just going to say that. But, outside of what they were able to do offensively, defensively, the Steelers hold a lot of people down. And so I am holding on this. I think J.K. Dobbins is the answer as long as he's in the lineup.
All right, let's go to our next guy. Buy, sell, hold here, Pete. Got to talk a little bit of Travis Kelce. We haven't mentioned him a lot this season because he hasn't been doing a lot, and it's been not very good at all. 8 receptions, 69 yards through 3 games. Buy, sell, hold on Kelce.
So this one's it's a sell. The problem is, what are you going to get back in return for Travis Kelce right now? But the reason it's a sell is because Rashee Rice is eating into all of that volume that he used to hoover up underneath. I mean, Rashee Rice is emerging as a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL, and that's coming at the expense of Travis Kelce. You also have the dynamic that kind of played out a little bit last year, where they're kind of fine just playing rope-a-dope, slow playing Travis Kelce until the playoffs, until things really start to matter. I really worry about Kelce as a regular season asset for us right now in fantasy.
I'm buying. I think this is a perfect time to buy because you're not going to have to give up much to get him because he hasn't been productive. He's been out there. And that's the thing. He's still out there. He's still around. And at some point, defenses are going to say, you're not just going to keep on throwing these slot receiver hitches to Rashee Rice. We're going to mug up on him. You're going to have to go somewhere else with the football. And when they do, guess who he's going to start throwing it to? You guessed it, Travis Kelce. I'm buying low, I'm stashing away, and I'm waiting for the heater that's probably going to come somewhere around week 7 when they go, okay, now it's time to kick it into playoff gear.
They're like, okay, now we have to start trying to get Travis Kelce involved. 0.78 yards per route run, ranks 46th among qualified tight ends. Not very good there. All right, Pete, Christian Watson, 2 receptions, 0 touchdowns in 2 games without Jordan Love, though. Maybe we get Jordan Love back this week. We still have to watch the injury reports there. Buy, sell, or hold with Watson.
Yeah, I think this is a hold. I don't think you're going to get anything for him. And like you said, when Jordan Love comes back in the lineup, you look for the spike week if you are trying to sell. And I actually would be looking to sell once we actually get a big Christian Watson game. Dontavian Wicks continues to eat into his snap share. Jaden Reed, Romeo Dobbs, full-time players, Wicks and Watson splitting those snaps. So you have a rotational player right now with a backup quarterback. You just got to hold. But I do think I would look for a way to exit once Jordan Love is back in the offense.
Man, the Green Bay Packers are telling everybody that it's Reed. They keep telling everybody it's Reed. Week 1, Reed, 6 targets, 4 receptions, 138 yards and a touchdown. Watson, 3 receptions, 13 yards and a touchdown because he was there, right? And now we're talking week 3 and the production is still Reed. It's Reed. He's the one. I'm selling Watson. Clearly, Green Bay doesn't see Watson as the priority. They see Reed as the priority. So I'm going to go with what the team is telling me. It doesn't matter if it's Love. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter who's at the quarterback, right? Willis, Love, doesn't matter. It's Reed. It's not Watson. I'm selling.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Gene. Last one here, Michael Pittman, Pete. Gotta ask, averaging just 4.8 fantasy points per game. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm selling. This is really concerning. Even in week one, he did have a massive target share, 38% of the team's targets. But now we have Josh Downs back in the lineup. Alec Pierce is playing really well. The rookie A.D. Mitchell is going to continue to be involved. And basically, the way they're using Anthony Richardson right now is he's either handing the ball off to Jonathan Taylor, he's running, or he's uncorking deep balls. Where does that leave Michael Pittman, who functions over the short and intermediary parts of the field? They're just not designing a game where they're asking Anthony Richardson to be a technician and pepper Michael Pittman with targets. If Michael Pittman was playing with Andy Dalton right now, his name would be Deontay Johnson, but he's playing with Anthony Richardson. So I'm selling here on Michael Pittman.
I'm selling as well, and it's a shame because he's still like the most targeted guy, but it's just innocuous passes, you know, and can he be enough value with just catching 5 and 6 yard receptions in order to be good? I say not. I'm selling.